Boom, boom, boom. We are live. Now that we're a bit late, it's 11:15, so I don't know exactly who's going to show up. But we are live. I'm going to put this in my Discord right now. We will see if anyone shows up. But we are live. Oh man, it's been such a long day, and I am so tired I can't even explain how tired I am. But I'm tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm really tired. I am tired. Let me tweet this out live right now. Let's see if anyone shows up. If not, then I'm going to sleep. But if so, we'll see. Cam, what's up? Bro, I'm so tired. I can't even explain. Live late night stock talks. I don't even know if anyone's going to show up. But we'll see. I think starting at 10:15 is like easier, or 10:30. But I had meetings today, so I couldn't start that early. Ahad, my guy, what's up? Scotty P. Even though your name's not Scotty P, but Scott Killian, what's up, bro? Happy you're here. Hope everyone's doing well. What are you drinking? I am drinking Jack Daniel's raw. Jack Daniel's raw. Literally Jack Daniel's raw. See, most people can't stomach Jack Daniel's down that easy. But for me, it's so simple. It doesn't even hurt. Easy Jack Daniels. Ryan said apple juice. Ryan, it's not apple juice, bro. Do I look like a guy who drinks apple juice this late at night? It's Jack Daniels, bro. Scotty P works, my brother. I love it. Yes, let's go. Love it. Jack Daniel's raw is a man's drink. See what I'm saying? It's a man's drink. It's a harsh man's drink, but it is a man's drink. Anyway, this market is a bit wild today. S&P up phenomenally. Market in general up phenomenally. Bro, you are so easy to read. Stop trying. I'm telling you, it is Jack Daniels. I don't know what you want me to say. It's Jack Daniels. Like, I drink Jack Daniels. I don't know what you want me to say. I drink Jack Daniels raw. So during the last month ARK update, they talked about why they like Square over Sofi. Bro, ARK is ARK. Okay, at this point, ARK is ARK. Now, they also like Square because of the blockchain. The company's called Block, right? So it's not necessarily a Squarescape, a just financial services company. SoFi has nothing to do in the crypto world, from my understanding. They don't care about crypto. They are primarily a company that cares about loans, lending, and then this sort of like financial technologies platform. Square should have built the AWS of fintech, right? But they kind of didn't. And it was funny because Square was the processing platform for most of a lot of fintechs. But they ended up not being the thing. So it's interesting though. I like SoFi at this valuation. I wouldn't touch Square at this current valuation. I remember when Square was $200 and I thought it was a deal because it was down from 230. Where is Square at right now? Square stock. That's 75. Yeah, it's now it's recovered decently. It was at 62 in June. So I mean it's up, but that's what it is. Scott, super chat. Thank you so much, Scott. I don't know if you meant to send anything, but you just sent the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. It means a lot. You didn't have to send that, so I appreciate it, brother. Jay Schwat, amid help, the U.S. legal system is overburdened by finance YouTubers suing each other. Yeah, this finance YouTube beef it's so stupid, bro. It's hilariously stupid, but it's like this weird section of the platform where people are just choosing to sue each other. I don't know, man. It's like exposing. It's a lot. It's a lot of dumb shit. It's a lot of dumb shit. What's up, bro? What's up, Samart? What's up, Bay? Matt Money. Thank you so much for being here, Matt. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm beefing with him. Matt, you're a funny dude, bro. I be seeing some of the tweets you be making, Matt, to these individuals who, let's just say, are prettier than me. I be seeing your tweets, Matt. I be watching you. I be seeing how you finesse these FinTwit ladies. So that's why I have beef with you, because you're stealing all the FinTwit girls. Absolutely, I'm on the Discord and I enjoy it, but especially enjoy our Wednesday night talks. You deserve it. Thank you for what you do for your community. I appreciate you, Scott. It means the world to me, man. I can't wait till you start your channel, until you start. If you ever really do start and you get into it and you start showing your life, I think you got a story, bro. Here's the thing. So Scott, for my community that doesn't know, Scott has been through an interesting life, and one day he's going to come on this live stream and talk about it. We're going to plan it one day before so we actually can set it up. And he has a lot of stuff to say in terms of content. But the issue is, and he has a lot of stuff to express about his life. The issue is, and this is the issue I sympathize with very deeply, is it is so difficult to just express yourself on the internet and get an audience for it. It's not difficult to express. It's easy to press post. Very easy to just press post. It is incredibly difficult to find people that care about what you are saying. And Scott has a hell of a story. He has a hell of a story. And so he has to figure out, if he decides to make content, how he gets people to care about that story. Now, the thing is, most people don't care about building an audience unless you're like a professional creator or whatever. But everyone would like to have it would be nice to know 50 people cared versus 0 people cared. And I think the age we're in social, where the platforms are so big, there's an opportunity, but it is also so unbelievably crowded to get a good idea out into the world. Like, you post a good video tomorrow on a YouTube channel with no subscribers, it's hard, man. It's hard to get it any growth. It's really hard. So, but I think it's still valuable to create anyway. And if you actually really want to create, then you just keep creating, and eventually some momentum happens. Matt's a single for life. Matt, I think you're gonna be married in like 3 years, bro. I feel like that's gonna happen. Almost hit 15K. Yeah, almost. We're getting there. Echoes is here. Echoes, congrats on your stream with Tom. I know that was a great stream. I watched a little bit of it, and Tom got to say, "Oh, guys, you guys want to know who texted me last night? Who wants to know who texted me last night? It was so cool, bro, getting that text last night from the person I got texted. I actually texted someone last night that Echoes knows about. I didn't tell him about this, but we texted the same person. Thanks, bro. And yeah, I saw you popping a bit. Yeah, man, that's great. It's great that you got Tom on a stream and you guys got to just talk and, just get things out there. So it was good. It wasn't me. Tom, of course it was Tom, bro. I mean, Tom called me at 1 a.m. last night, FaceTimed me, and he was in the fucking shower. And I thought it was someone else calling me because I was texting someone else. And when I got the phone call, I thought it was that person. So Tom gave me a little bit of a heart attack, but it wasn't Tom. So, I mean, it was Tom. It wasn't that person. Drew says it wasn't me. Also, Drew, the thing I convinced... So me and Sean did a whole podcast today about Meet Kevin. Sean is in the real estate space, so he broke down everything about this thing that Meet Kevin is launching. And I guess, like, through our conversation, I don't know how I inspired him to think bigger, because I literally said nothing for 48 minutes. Like, when I mean I said nothing, I said nothing. It's a monologue podcast from Sean. But I guess he thought, like, he wants to do something bigger as well, just like Meet Kevin is doing. So I guess that's why. But it wasn't really me, to be honest. I didn't do it. Graham Stephan. It was not Graham Stephan. Alex hasn't texted me back, bro. I texted him last Wednesday. He hasn't texted me back. I'm going to text him again, and I'm going to be like, my guy, I really think you should text me. Like, I really think you should text me back. He has not texted me back, though. It's so sad, bro. I really wish. Typical Amit hosting. You ask all the questions, bro. I asked like 2 questions and he just went off. Like he just started talking. That's it. I just talked to Sean last night for like 40 minutes. That's very good. Sean's a great mentor. He can give a lot of advice. Sean is such a knowledgeable guy, bro. He's like one of the gems on this planet that people don't know about because he's not like super out there. But the fact that he's even producing content is amazing, bro. People of his wealth don't need to be producing content. Now, obviously, if you gain an audience, you can do a lot with that. I think everyone recognizes that. The problem, bro, is everyone knows it's important to have an audience. Very few people are willing to put in the work that is necessary to sustain the attention of that audience. That is the difficult part. That's the really hard part about doing any type of social media. It's difficult, man. Some days you just don't feel like creating. And like that's why I'm so inspired by Meet Kevin in one sense. Sean does it for the greater hood. Yes, the greater good in the hood. Because for Kevin to put up 4,000 videos on YouTube and like keep going and doing it, it's difficult, man. Whether you like him or not, it's difficult. It's not easy. Like to actually care that much and keep doing it, it's not easy. Really, I never have days where I don't feel like creating. That's interesting. You know why, Echoes? I think it's because you're very early in YouTube growth. So I was thinking about this the other day. I'm relatively early as well. Please don't get me wrong. 14,000 subscribers is not some big monumental event. Because you're actually doing real work as me as someone. Yeah, I was about to give an in-depth explanation, but that answer is so much better. You're actually doing real work as compared to me just. I was gonna say, Echoes, when I started doing content and I went from 0 to 10K in like 2 months, I would literally be putting out 3 videos a day. I'm still putting out 2 to 3 videos a day, but the amount of like, I guess for a lack of a better word, motivation I had to just literally keep going and not stop. It was because I got a little hint of it. And when you get a little hint of it, you can't stop. After you've been on a platform for like 10 months now, and again, I'm not saying I'm big, but like you just get a little tired of it sometimes, and it almost feels like a job sometimes. But granted, I think your answer is better. You're just talking smack, so it doesn't matter. But see, that's the thing. I don't get excited to make videos of like talking smack, whereas you do. That's the difference. So I get excited to like find a good in-depth. Now I get excited to come up with a video idea that I think will actually work within the algorithm and hopefully find new audiences. That's the stage where I'm at. And so that's the part. I had no idea how smart Sean was before watching all those YouTubes. I didn't know he was into real estate. Yeah, Sean's a big dude into real estate. Super big into it. Good. I mean, not hood. Jesus, too much omit this evening. So, Martha, where are you? Are you in which state are you in? I feel like you're in Seattle. I feel like you told me you were in Seattle. You're in Washington. Cameron is just a wealth of knowledge. Yeah, he's a high-functioning sociopath. I agree. Meet Kevin is a high-functioning sociopath. Larry King is one of the best. He was the best listener. That's why everyone wanted to be on a show. Everyone just wants to talk, and he was willing to listen. Yeah, Larry King was one of the OG interviewers of all time. I mean, he was willing to just speak. He was not willing to interrupt people. He was just willing to talk, let things keep going, and keep going from there. Okay, Echo says, who texted me? Was it me, Kevin? Because he texted me like yesterday. Yes, the answer is me, Kevin. I think I know why he texted you. He texted a lot of people, but so yeah, it was cool though. I've been wanting to text him for a while, so we finally got to text and talk, and hopefully we're gonna do something soon in a little bit. Which city is Sean based out of? I think it's just Boston, just direct Boston. It might be a suburb inside of there, outside of there, but I don't know if it's Boston. He wants to help us promote his Series 8 thing. Yeah. Look, man, I think he has a shot to raise a lot of money. And if he does, it was going to be... There's a lot of people that watch Kevin that... Like, think about me, right? I launched a startup and I raised $100,000 from an audience of, let's say, 3,000 people. Because I have 14,000 subs, but I would say there's 3,000 that actually kind of cared. And on the live stream, and there's only like 170 investors, so even a smaller pool. And I raised 100K. So if me, Kevin, is raising from millions of people, there's a lot of accredited investors with an extra 50K, 25K check that would probably be willing to invest. I agree. I think they would. Kevin's followers would like your channel though, so you and Kevin collabing would be good. Yeah, I agree. That would be good. And again, I think like I don't even think Kevin needs to do all these podcasts to be able to get investments. Like I think he can. I think he'll be able to raise the money from his audience. I don't know. Now, granted, he's trying to raise like 200 million, so I don't know if he's going to raise 200 million. That's a lot of money. He has to do a lot of promotion for that. But there's a shot. I mean, there's a lot of rich people watching Meet Kevin. Hey, Amit, any more Tesla shares for you or still that one lonely one? Just one lonely one, rock shit. Eventually, I'll get some more, but for now, just one more. Do they watch him for the right reasons or are they watching to see his demise? I think Kevin is a core audience that actually cares about him. Like, as much as hate he gets on the internet, there are, I would say, a core, like, 100,000 people that really do love and watch him. Or at least watch him, and maybe like core 10, 15,000 that actually really like him. So, that's how I think it is. Do you think it is wrong to make YouTube videos with higher production value that take more time? I want to show my work quality over quantity, not just grow my audience. It's not wrong. It's just what's efficient, Blake. Like, if you could do a video that's look, quality over quantity is not a thing in my opinion, not on YouTube. You can make the best Tesla video on the planet and it'll drown out in the sea of the other trillion Tesla videos that are uploaded every day. That's the problem with some of the scale of these platforms. That's why I think there needs to be new platforms to offer new opportunities so it's less crowded, but you get my point. So, yeah, I would not focus on quality. You need to get people to know who you are. And one good video, unless it randomly goes viral, it's not going to get people to know who you are. There's got to be an astonishing amount of content that gets people to care about you. That's it. He's got enough followers, even though many have left him. I agree, David. That makes sense. Bro, you need to invade the Reddit crowd. I never do the Reddit Palantir crowd because they're always so toxic. Like, you post any link and they're like, oh, you're blah, blah, blah. And I've never posted my YouTube video. Other people post my YouTube videos there. But if you try to promote your own thing, they're like hyenas and wolves that go after you. And it's like, isn't Reddit the place where you share links and shit? Like, everyone's so toxic there, bro. But yeah, I never checked into Reddit. Amit, what do you think about Lemonade stock? Don't know much about it, but I think it's not exciting to me from an insurance perspective. I know they do insurance, right? Yeah, I'm not that excited about it. I just don't want investors to get screwed. Echoes, I don't think investors are going to get screwed. I mean, the only way investors never get screwed unless there's fraud. If the business fails, it fails. And you took a risk with your capital. And you hopefully have the capital to be able to take that risk with. That's the point. That's the point of disclosures and all that stuff. But screwed means like he takes their 200 million and he goes dumps it into Tesla. And then he makes money off of it. And then like it's like, that's not a fraud. I don't think Kevin would commit fraud. I don't think that would happen. So the only other way you get screwed is if you invest in something, but you don't have all the information and details. I think he's given especially just from a legal perspective, you have to disclose so much stuff. Now, the investor should read that stuff. They should know that stuff at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't think they would get like screwed per se. Up to 65, love. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you, Scott. Make him promote Audia and then we talking. Bro, that's kind of my that's a little bit of the reason why I want to meet with Kevin for a couple months now. So hopefully we'll be able to get something done. Read PPM. Yep, exactly. When I launched my startup, by the way, if you have not signed up for it yet, please sign up in the description. Check it out. Echoes, you should check it out as well. Sign up. Let me know what you guys think. We're growing pretty nicely. I can share some stats with you guys today of what we've been able to do, or just like some of the growth today. But when I launched my own startup, I have to also give a PPN. You have to give risks. You have to give, all the financials, projections, what could go wrong in the business, all that stuff, right? And so you got to be able to do all that. Do you think if Elon takes over Twitter, we will have a better YouTube alternative? No. Guys, I don't think it's easy to replace any of these social networks. That's why all these Web3 idiots that are like, hey, we're make a decentralized YouTube. It's like, bro, shut up. Like, no, you're not. And if you do, no one's going to use it. So I don't think anyone beats YouTube in terms of building a true competitor to it. Like you have to have a differentiate. If you just build a video platform to go against YouTube, that's not differentiated like TikTok. I don't think you do anything like that. So how's your startup going, by the way? So startup's going decent. Startups not going too bad. For me, in the context of the startup, it's a question of, okay, we raised the money. Now it's a question of growth. Can we execute on sort of our core thesis and hit our KPIs every day that enable growth? So let me give you guys some stats on what we did yesterday. We just updated all of our backend analytics so I can actually show statistics in a much more meaningful way. So yesterday, this is what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we gave out 25,000 impressions. For those who are on YouTube, you guys know what echoes. I know you know what impressions are as per our last conversation. So we gave out 25,000 impressions yesterday. Now YouTube gives out like 25,000 impressions every second to content. So it's a little bit different, but we gave out 25,000 impressions. We had 36 hours of listen time. That means people listened to content on the platform. Again, we're trying to build like a new way for audio to get discovered for 36 hours of the day, which we were doing 16 hours per day last month. So it's up 100% month over month. We had 387 listens today. A listen is if someone clicks on an audio and listens to at least 60 seconds. So a lot of platforms are like, oh, if you press this, it counts as a listen or counts as a play or counts as a view. I think YouTube, the minimum is like 30 seconds. For us, the minimum is 60 seconds. So you have to at least be listening for 60 seconds for it to count as a legitimate listen. That makes it like a real listen to me. So we got 387 of those. We got 54 searches today. 56 audios were uploaded, and we gained 14 new users today. So overall, September is going decent. Now it's just a question of, how much can we continue to grow and continue to scale and hit some of our growth KPIs and our metrics. Did PNB actually die? I know he got shot, but did he actually die? He actually died. Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't know who. All right, bro. I got to go. Have a good stream, though. Keep on it. Thank you, Echoes. I appreciate you, man. Hope you do well. I'll see you later. Wow. It was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Theo, what's up? See you in the chat. Your growth will not be linear. It will come with massive spikes. That is nature. Ardashir, thank you for being here. Yeah, I hope so, Ardashir. That's the real goal, man. When we see growth, that day when we had this last week. Last week we had a day where we had a lot of hours listened to on the platform, and it was a lot more than we had ever had. And when I saw that, I was just like, goodness, that was like, now that's not like exponential because it's not sustained over time. But if we get it to get exponential, like it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be really cool. And it's like, I know the market's opportunities there. We just got to keep working for it. So I appreciate it, man. We just got to keep going. But man, PNB Rock really died. I know he got shot. I saw it on Twitter, but I didn't know he died. I'm looking at an article right now. He was killed during a robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Wow. One of my favorite songs from him is a song he did with Russ. I think he has kids too. Like, he was shot and killed for some robbery, like a chain or something, for money. Oh, that's sad, man. That's sad. Reminds of Pop Smoke. Night, folks. Subscribe to this Carp Jr. Thank you, Ryan. I'll see you later. Later, bro. Got to hit the sack. All right, Samara. Thank you for being here. Do you get notifications for every sign up? Yes, I do. So if you sign up, I get a notification for each one. Have you heard back from Andrew Schultz? Nope, I haven't. I messaged him. I'm messaging him again this week. And I hope we'll hear back. But if we don't, screw it. We'll still figure it out. But it would be nice. He's going to be posting on it one day. So Google bought YouTube in 2006 for $1.6 billion. Great purchase. It is a really good purchase. Can you give us an elevator pitch for your startup for audio, like 30 seconds for those who don't know? Yes. We are trying to essentially build the YouTube of audio. YouTube made the world's videos searchable, discoverable, recommendable, and monetizable. Audia stands for audio idea. You can upload any audio onto the platform and it makes it searchable, recommendable, discoverable, and monetizable in the future through our proprietary matching algorithms. Our algorithms are not amazing yet. We need a lot more data for those algorithms to get better. The goal right now is to generate network effects on the platform so that if someone wants to get discovered for their podcast, their poetry, their comedy, their music, whatever it may be, they can take that piece of audio, they can put it into an engine of recommendations, which is what YouTube is. And that engine of recommendations can then distribute that to an existing audience base that is looking for that content, and they can consume that content in a meaningful way. So for consumers, easier to find audio content. For creators, easier to get discovered for audio content. You may be asking why this isn't Spotify. And this is something where you have to have some nuanced market research and analysis here. Spotify is a audio streaming platform that really does good with matching algorithms in the context of music. And even that is not amazing because they have a lot of artists they have to promote because of their ties to the record labels that hold those artists like Drake, Ariana Grande, etc. But in the context of the podcasting world, I think they are becoming more of a Netflix of audio where they're buying major podcasts and then kind of shoving that down people's throats, not actually organically creating the discovery mechanisms like YouTube does for video for audio. And that's kind of, I think, the difference here. You found the app on Google. Awesome. So in the context of like YouTube, right? My Palantir content has gotten 14,000 subscribers because YouTube took my content for free and showed it. Like I didn't find 14,000 people around the world. YouTube found those 14,000 people for me because they showed my content because their algorithms are really good to people who wanted to click on it. If I had started a Palantir exclusive podcast, I can guarantee with my whole life, I would never have found 14,000 people that cared about me. Not because audio is that different from video, in my opinion, more so because like there's no home feed on Spotify where I could just pop up the same way YouTube allows you to do. And so I believe if we create that home feed for audio that allows people to just pop up randomly and get discovered, if it can hit scale, this shit can get really fucking big. Like, and that's what I'm going for at this age at 24, right? I kind of like decided to myself, what should you aim for? Should you aim for a 6-figure salary, finding some girlfriend, getting a dog, getting a car, and then like watching Netflix and then jerking off every night? Should you optimize for that, or should you optimize to go for some really fucking crazy shit? And I was like, the crazy shit is more exciting, you know? It's just way more exciting. If I was living the life I told you, like working at some bank or some shit, I would be crying every day to live the life I'm living right now, no matter how hard this is. So that's kind of why I optimize for this. Hearing the extremely sad news today makes your Boston lecture on acceptance of immortality. Wow, Theo, you listened to that one? That's so lit. Oh, also, guys, let me show you this thing. We updated this thing in our analytics, right? Where I can see the audios that are listened to in real time today. Let me show you this. It's really cool. You exceeded 30 seconds. I definitely exceeded 30 seconds. Let me answer some questions, then I'll show you what I was going to say. That's so awesome, Theo. Thank you for listening to that. Are you religious, Amit? I am not that religious. I believe religion is important for a lot of people. I've struggled with religion a lot in my life. I don't think I'm an atheist. I'm more agnostic, but I don't have an organized religion. I kind of pray to. What is your CPI prediction for tomorrow? 7.9. I think 7.9. Rex, bro, I messaged you. Oh, man, I got to message you back. Rex, watch out for your Twitter DM, bro. I'm going to message you. I messaged you this morning. I wasn't able to message you again, but I'm messaging you probably tomorrow morning. So watch out for that, Rex. I will be messaging you. You can do both. Blake, it's not that easy to do both. It's not that easy to go chase some wild dream and also have a stable life. And again, there's nothing wrong with the stability of life. I just personally was like, I want the adventure and thrill of chasing something that is so like irrationally unattainable, but still going for that chase. It's just like every part of me is like, that is cooler than everything else. So that's what I went for. Joel, thank you for being here. For his girlfriend posting his location and robbers took advantage and killed him. Wow. Girlfriend posted his location. That's wild. Stocks up or down tomorrow? Stocks are up. CPI is going to be good. I mean a GF. I also disagree with that, Blake. I don't know if it's that easy to have a girlfriend and go on a. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, but let me show you this thing, right? So if I update my internal backend analytics within my platform, that sounded so extra for no reason. I can see which audios have been listened to. Let me show you guys this thing. This is so cool. My CTO set this up yesterday. Okay, so look at this thing. Here are all the audios that have been listened to for today. So let me go to an audio, and then let me just change the ID. Can you see when I'm changing the screen? Oh no, you guys don't see it. Okay, so basically, if I highlight this, you see this one that's X blah 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 blah, and I highlight that. This is the audio. All right, let me share my screen again. This is the audio that was listened to today, which means in the past couple of hours. This is the one. It was Tesla stock at 650. Why I just doubled my position. Now, this is from Tom. Now, the really cool thing about this feature is in real time, I can see audios that are being listened to. There were audios being listened to from like 2 years ago. And it was content that people posted years ago that was getting listened to. And I know it's at a small scale, but what the really cool thing about this was like, I was like, holy fuck, this is exactly my thesis on discovery. Someone posted a piece of content in audio format in 2021. I think the name of it yesterday was Our Willpower is Infinite. It was like a 7-minute monologue or something. In 2022, someone is finding that content organically and listening to it. I was like, yo, that's legit. That's cool, bro. Why is that important? Because now creators are like, oh shit, there's longevity to our content. Is that happening on Spotify? I mean, is Spotify going to recommend some shit from a year ago, especially if you're a relatively unknown creator? I don't think so. Especially given the way the recommendations operate. So it's like there's a market opportunity there for creators. And then B, it's really cool because now it gives me the data to be like, oh, this content is trending. This content is being listened to a lot. This content is doing well. Like it just gives me more data to be able to match our recommendations or to build a recommendation. So it was pretty cool. Damn, I was about to sleep and this guy speaking about content. You're going places in my show. Guys, this is my third live stream of the day. I did market open, market close. By the way, I'm doing market close every day for those who care about market close. And now late night stock talks. Admit my subscriber page is broken on idea, won't load it. Reload it. That is a little bit of a bug. I thought we fixed it, but reload it. If it doesn't load, then that's a little bug. It wasn't working a day ago, and then it started working yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's fine. If it's still a bug, then we'll fix that. Oh, by the way, we introduced, let me explain this as well. I don't know. I didn't make an announcement on Twitter about this yet, but now you can increase the speed for everyone who wanted to increase the playback speed. Boom. Playback speed increases there. And you can go up or down by 15 seconds now as well on the audio player. So very small, minor improvements, but that is there. It's been broken for days. Okay, so that's specific to your account because it was working for me. So Joe, I'll look into that then. We'll fix that. Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that to me because it was working on my account. So I'm like, if it's not working on other people's account, then that's different. The people in other time zones appreciate your dedication to me. I appreciate that, Stevie. I appreciate that. Let me answer some questions. Amit is young. If it happens, great, but he's busy with his career right now. The GF can wait a little. I agree. And I want to talk about this more in depth. Let me finish the other questions, then we're going to talk about the girlfriend thing. Amit, are you learning any coding languages? No. I am 100% in on marketing right now. So coding is not my thing. My CTO does it. He's a rock star coder. We're hiring someone. So we are redesigning the entire platform. The platform looks like YouTube right now. I understand that. The entire platform is going to look different come January, February. So we're outsourcing one of my CTO's main contractors, who's a front-end developer, to basically rebuild it the way we want it to be built, which is more unique to how we want to be differentiated from YouTube, and we want to have specific features and stuff. The template we used to build the platform was just like an initial MVP, and we just rolled with it because like when you're rolling something out, you can't worry about design. You just need to worry about, is it functional? Does it work? And then you can figure out design and product, all that stuff later. But you got to just be able to show to the world, hey, people will listen to content on this platform, the core functionality. I think we proved that. So now it's like, can we make this shit look fucking really beautiful, you know? And so that's what we're going to be able to do. That perspective just blew my mind. It was insane. Had never considered life in that way. Thanks, Aldia. Theo, I appreciate you listening to that, bro. I was going on a speaking tour back in, oh man, I got to show you guys this videos on my own channel. I was going on a speaking tour back in February 2020, and that talk was so good at Boston. And I got called in to do a bunch of these speeches, and I was so excited because it was kind of like me getting to do keynote speeches and stuff. Then COVID happened, and that kind of stopped. But I appreciate you watching that. That was awesome. Can we go up 8x too? Bro, you know the thing about this, J Schwat? I never understood people who listened to the platform or listened to audio in 2x. That's why the reason we didn't have that is because that was a mistake of me, because I always listen to audio at normal speed. I don't understand how anyone listens to audio above normal speed. I'm like, isn't that like weird? If it's a lecture is being slow, I'll just listen to it slowly and I'll do something else. But people actually listen to this shit at 1.5x. And I'm like, I just didn't know that. So we never had that feature. And then, you launch it, users are like, hey, we can't listen if there's no playback speed. And we're like, oh shit. All right. We'll add that. We'll do that. Amit, how do you handle copyright? What if I upload all 11 albums? Jay Schwat, if you upload all 11 albums on it, I'm just going to have to take it down, bro. I do not want Interscope Records suing a little startup. To be honest, bro, if you uploaded a ton of music, like, we're not going to get sued because the big record labels don't care. However, once the big record labels start finding out that we are giving organic audio distribution to creators, I have a funny fucking feeling a lot of them are going to get their musicians to come on audio. A lot of the record labels that I've heard about, they are trying to figure out how to go viral on TikTok because TikTok is the new MTV. If you built an audio version, not necessarily of TikTok, not like fast paced, but like an audio version of TikTok's algorithm, which is organic discovery, and you don't have to fucking deal with the playlisting bullshit of Spotify and Apple, I think that's a whole different way for creators to get discovered. And if that's the case, I think the music labels are going to be very interested in that. I think a lot of them are going to be like, fuck. All the music labels care about is, can you get their artists more streams, which means their artists need to be known by people, which means there needs to be platforms giving their audience a platform. And I think if we can do that, the music, I think that's why I think music can be a big niche. It's just like YouTube. I think music can be a very big niche. The problem is getting them to care. That's the different thing. Okay, Amit, will you love yourself more once you realize the full potential of your startup? Some people feel like they can't love someone else until they love themselves. This goes into the girlfriend question, so I'll answer this as well. I just want to answer these smaller questions first because this is a longer question, so I want to answer this. So hold on. Excited for CPI data tomorrow? Yes, me as well. Market open, I'll be doing that. Amit, do you have a day job besides YouTube? Nope, no day job. I quit my job to go all in on Audia. I saved up a decent amount of money when I did that, so I don't want to make it like, oh, I quit my job. Like, I saved up a decent amount of money, and I also live at home, so I don't have to pay rent. So that also is there for me. Will Audia sign some big podcasts today and gain some traction, or will it be 100% organic? No. We are not. I'm not in the business of paying people for their. As soon as you start paying people for content, it's like you're a publisher. You're not a platform. So I create a lot of content. I'm on like 17,000 podcasts. It's like 7 podcasts. I make a lot of podcasts myself, and I think that content drives a ton of awareness to the platform. And as the platform grows, more and more people will be able to do that. For example, we had some beautiful guitar songs uploaded the other day. We have this podcast that talks about how to take care of the elderly that was uploaded. Like I encourage people to just go on it and look at the stuff that the history of sex is a podcast that's on the platform. And yesterday in my backend analytics, I saw that people were listening to how lesbians have sex because apparently there's a whole Greek mythological historical analysis for it. There's a lot of content. There's a lot, and the best content wins. And I think if you give discovery to the best content, it is going to win. So yeah, the goal is not to sign big podcasts. The goal is to give people the chance to know they have the potential to have discovery for their content. Showcat, I'm not missing your question. I'm going to go back to it in a second. What if I'm an independent creator and someone uploads my content and that is copyright? I could theoretically sue. No, you would just, guys, suing is, you just tell the platform to take it down. You send the email, be like, hey, can you take this content down? And then we take it down. Suing is like, what are you going to sue? We don't have any money. Before you do a sue, you have to do a cease and desist and stop the thing from happening. So, if someone's uploading some random copyrighted creator, then we would just take it down because that's copyright law. But it's just we're so small. It's just those concerns are it's there's a Facebook philosophy. You move fast and you break things. It's you just fucking go. YouTube uploaded so many illegal videos in 2005, 2006 just to get some traction. Like, they didn't give a fuck, bro. They were like, we're going to be super big one day. Okay, you could sue us right now. Fuck you. We'll just keep working. And you can handle that with the lawyers, but we're going to keep growing and get big as fuck. Also, do you know how many YouTube videos are uploaded that are copyright of Joe Rogan? Like, people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars just taking his clips from Spotify and putting it on YouTube. And YouTube can't take that down. You guys have to, when you go through your recommendations, I really want people to understand how, like, at the end of the day, how algorithmically basic YouTube is. It's just a machine. If you put Joe Rogan in the title, it'll show it to a bunch of people. Like, it doesn't matter if you're the official Joe Rogan account. It's literally just a fucking machine. And they can't take down that much content. And Joe Rogan probably doesn't care because that means more distribution for him. Even if you're making money off of it, more people know who Joe Rogan is. So in the content world, outside of like music and movies, and even there's so many illegal movie clips on YouTube, like a lot of things are free for all, you know? So it's not that crazy. Okay, let me answer this question around this question. The reason I am not getting a girlfriend right now is because, yes, I think Showcat is right. Like, the potential of the startup. By the way, shout out to Gabe. Thank you for being in the chat. The potential of the startup, which again is very risky, but the potential of it actually being realized is worth a little bit more to me right now than like a traditional relationship. I try to imagine myself as if I was in a relationship, how would I feel? And I kind of find myself naturally feeling like I want to do more than just be in a relationship. And then so, like, you know, that's the logic. I think in order for, like, if I have a kid and I tell that kid, hey, you can do whatever you want one day, and I didn't do what I wanted to do, whether I win or succeed, I didn't try, I don't think I could live with myself as a dad, you know? Like, I want to have kids one day and I want to inspire these kids to like take over the world. Because my mom inspired me to take over the world, right? So if I don't try to take over the world, I'm not saying I can succeed, but if I don't try, then I don't know how I can happily have kids. And kids is going to be the majority of your life when you settle down, right? Like, those people are the most important thing. And so, like, I just think it's important for the next couple of years to really try. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then fuck it, I tried. But I there is no plan B. It's just go for it. And I think it's going to work out. And that'll make me more happier to then have a girlfriend at that stage. But that's kind of the logical way I kind of think of it. Relationship is a waste of time, my guy. Hypergamy, you're making the right decision. Yeah, man. I think relationship is just, it's too much right now. It's too much. It's just a lot emotionally too. And I want to give another thought on that in a second. But Jay Schwad has a really interesting comment. When you search something, the results after like the top 15, 20 hits are complete shit. Jay Schwad, I've noticed the results after the first 5 are complete shit. Like, for example, let's do this right now. I will search something, and what YouTube is doing is they're showing you like recommended results, not search results, right? So look, let me search Inception movie. Okay, that's what I searched, right? You guys see it, right? Here we're looking at the results. Okay, Inception actually worked out well. This is good. I stand corrected for Inception. Let me do another one. Ben Shapiro. Let's see what we get. You know what's interesting? I feel like desktop versus mobile is a little bit different, because on these results right here, I would already see something totally different from Ben Shapiro. It's like they would give you For You results versus search results, and maybe on mobile. But like here, Neil deGrasse Tyson on God. I don't know what this has to do with Ben Shapiro. Now, there's probably some relationship because Ben Shapiro is religious and he talks about God. Ben Shapiro's done a podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson, so their algorithm kind of put them together. But there's not really a correlation there. Granted, desktop, I'm not going to lie, is way better at search than mobile, because on mobile, I've noticed, bro, after 4 videos, they give me random shit. And I'm like, how does this have anything to do with what I searched for? But what they're trying to do is they're trying to maximize clicks. And if they can give you a recommended video that you'll click on, that's a way better ROI for YouTube than search. But I have noticed search is not that great on YouTube, to be honest. I've noticed that it switches after 5 to 10. Yeah, I've noticed as well. People also search for pops up. Yes, that's true as well. You have to love yourself first. I agree. In other words, you see a relationship as you being chained down. Yeah, so funny enough, right? Funny enough. I feel that when I start talking to a girl, which in the past couple weeks, let's say, I was talking to a girl and I noticed my productivity decline massively. And so I stopped talking to that girl. And it was only 2 days, but in those 2 days, I think the thing about me, bro, is I'm too much of a simp or whatever. Like I'll start thinking about the girl, I'll start like texting her good morning, I'll start doing all this like lovey-dovey shit. And like you can't build a startup that way, at least not for me. You can't really go all in because you're worried about her texting back. It's like, no, you got to be worried about like getting shit. So it's like for 2 days it was random, and then I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like I can't do this because if I'm actually talking to you, I want to legitimately talk to you, and I don't actually care about talking to a girl right now. So it's just like this random thing that happened, and it kind of reminded me why I've chosen the philosophy of staying single. There's just no way personally I can do it. It's really hard for me to do that. He was talking to a female CEO. It's get a girl before hair loss kicks in. I gotta go to sleep. Good night. God bless. Thank you, AJ, for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, I've got the hair now, right? I should probably get the girl before the hair is gone. I'm gonna look back. I've got some amazing pictures of me, even a couple years ago, with my hair and some girls, and you know, it's pictures I'll look back on when I'm bald. Like, damn, bro, that guy got to live that life with that hair. Would you do casual stuff with a girl as opposing to finding love right now? Probably. It's just even casual stuff, though, you have to have, unless it's like a random Tinder hookup, you have to have some level of buildup to that. Even if it's casual, like there has to be some buildup. And like that takes energy, bro. And I'm like, I just don't care about that, like at all. So that's why it's hard. So I talked about Sofi a little bit, Gabe. If Sofi gets to 548, it's the bottom, meaning price to book. Yeah, it was at 482 at one point. So I didn't load up all on Sofi today. I put a little bit because I'm pretty sure it'll come back down. So why don't you get a front-end developer and probe GF qualities? It didn't stop Elon. Well, the front-end developer we're getting is a guy, so that's not going to happen. But I just also, I mean, I've said this multiple times, but I just think I'm in a very privileged position in my life where at this age, I was able to raise capital and chase my dreams, man. Every day I'm reminded about it. Every day I'm reminded. I could be doing a lot of things that everyone else is doing, and I get to chase my dreams at a very young age. So I just don't want to take that for granted, you know? There's some things where you weigh the opportunity costs, like, could I actually take that for granted? Or could I actually mess up this opportunity by taking it for granted and not really going all in? And I just don't want that to happen. So agreed. Depends on your definitions of casual and your boundaries. It can get super messy though. Yeah, I agree. It can get very messy. There's effort you got to put in. Realistically, where do you see Palantir in 2030? There's this thing outside called the moon. So that's probably where they're going to be. Give it time. When you turn 30, you can settle down, grind like an MF in your 20s. I agree, Daniel. That's my thing, bro. Most people don't grind like an MF, bro. They say they will, but they don't. And I just want to grind like crazy. So I wrote 50 contracts for Sofi today. If exercised, I will own Sofi below a book price to book value of 1. Gabe, you know when you launch your Patreon, you're not allowed to tweet these things in the in the live chats anymore. Because technically, that's confidential information. No, I'm just playing with you, Gabe. Gabe is now a Sofi holder. Gabe, I inspired you to do Sofi, I'm assuming, because I'm the one who bought it. So I think that was me. If you do a one-night stand, do put out all the loves, just pump and dump, and she'll forget about you. That's true. Put out all the moves, just pump and dump. That means their assets will be worth more than their market cap. Yeah, I am super bullish on Sofi. I mean, the more I learn about them, the more I'm like, fuck, this is like, and I'm getting it at a good price, bro. At $6, I'm like, shit. I messed up on Palantir price, Sofi price. I don't think I'm messing up on that. That guy you interviewed about Sofi convinced the hell out of me to buy it, bro. I did another interview coming out on Wednesday for Sofi, or maybe tomorrow. That's an even better interview, I think. It was really good. End up with a mid-junior after 9 months. Yeah, bro, that's the other thing. In 2021, I had multiple opportunities to do the casual stuff. But 2021, I was really building the MVP of Audia. And I was very scared that randomly, what if someone gets pregnant? It's all this. And I'm like, if that happens, bro, forget building a startup. You got to build a life now. And I'm like, well, the easy way to just avoid that is to not entertain any of that stuff. I was like, that's a pretty easy solution to me. That works. That solves my problems. So yeah, kind of just focus on other shit. That's it. Your video today made me look at the fundamentals. So yes, thank you, Amit. You're welcome, Gabe. Thank you for giving me the credit for being the reason why you bought Sofi. Thank you. That's all I wanted, Gabe. I just wanted the credit. Big Ray, why are you so aggressive, bro? You're so aggressive. I'm still talking to that same girl after a few months, can't get pregnant if you're just texting. Joe, I don't even know what that means, but yes, I think you're right. Oriello, glad you're in Sofi. Thank you, Oriello. I appreciate you being here. Means a lot to me. Losing a few battles is okay as long as the war is won. I agree. I agree as well. Have you ever thought about streaming on Twitch instead? I feel like Twitch would be a great way to get a new audience. Twitch is the hardest platform to develop an audience for. I've studied a lot about Twitch. I really love the platform. The problem with live streaming on the internet is every single day when you go live, your audience has to be free at that moment, which is why I like late night stock talks, because most of you are free at night, right? Even if it's for 30 minutes, whatever, you can turn it on, check it out. But like it's not reliable. YouTube videos means there's videos from 7 months ago that people are still watching on my channel because it just pops up. So that creates discovery, right? That's what I'm trying to do in audio. I don't think that exists for audio. And I think if we could build that could be really, really big. With the reason Clubhouse, I think, basically failed or is not succeeding at monumental levels is because live audio is not even video. So now you got to hope people want to listen to your content live. So live is difficult. Twitch works if you stream every single day and you are there all the time and you are entertaining enough to last like 5-6 hours. And usually that's gameplay. And if you're not good at the game or you're not having amazing commentary, that sucks. If it's just IRL talking, like chatting, I think YouTube is better because at least you have an audience that knows about you. Like, I don't know if 77 people here would even care about me on Twitch. Like, YouTube is just so much more easier for them to just turn it on, right? So that's the main difference between YouTube and Twitch to me. It's like YouTube, the audience is there already. Even though Twitch is probably better for live streaming as a concept, starting from zero on Twitch means it's very difficult to get attention. So how's TikTok comparing to Insta? TikTok, I think, is way better at discovery versus Instagram. But Instagram is like I don't know, man. Instagram will give you random views. They'll give you like 10,000 views of video, then they'll give you like 400. And like TikTok's a little bit more consistent with it. So it's different. How many women watch your video? I know like 5 of them do. Not actually 0, but I know what you mean. Yeah. I think Lindsay watches me. Miyoko watches me. Felicia watches me. I think Janet watches me. And Kelly watches me. By the way, Kelly just texted me. Yo, do you guys want to call Kelly live? Let's call her live. Let's see what she says. We're going to call her live. She just texted me anyway, so let's see if she picks up.
You have reached.
Yo, she definitely just pressed reject, bro. I'm going to keep calling her until she picks up. She better pick up. Of course, Big Ray would know she's working out right now. Of course you would, Big Ray.
You have reached.
Bro, I'm going to just keep calling her. I'm going to just keep calling you, so pick the fuck up. She's working out, won't pick up. Nah, bro, she better pick up.
You have reached.
She better pick up. She better pick up. Also, is she listening to Lil Wayne, bro? She just quoted me like a rap line. And I'm like, why are you listening to Lil Wayne, bro? Like,
You have reached.
yo, she keeps doing this, bro. If you don't pick up, I will never speak to you again. Let's see if she doesn't pick up after this one, then fuck it. I'm not going to call her anymore. Let's see. Poor Amit in Kelly's friend zone. You would not imagine. Yo, what is this sound? what? Hello? What is? Have you heard this sound before? What is this sound? It's like some Canadian shit, bro. I don't know. Okay, she's not gonna pick up. Whatever. You guys are saying I'm simping, bro. She texted me. That's why I decided to call her. Stop calling. Keep calling. Yo, I love calling people versus texting. Like, I called someone the other day, or I FaceTimed them that I haven't talked to in like a year, just because I wanted to talk to them. But I love that. That's way better to me. Like me and Gabe, when we don't text, we just call each other. Like, that's just easier, bro. It's way more fun to just call. That sound is 1965. It's because she's in Canada. Hello, I'm in Canada. Call me and I pick up. Wait, Showcat, I'm gonna call you right now, bro. I'm gonna call you right now, bro. Let's see if you actually pick up. Yo, my guy.
Yo, you made it past the border. Nice job. I don't know what border Kelly's sharing with you.
Wait, how do calls work if you're in Canada and I'm in the US? Like, is it through a SIM card?
We use dial-up, you know?
Well, wait a second. I'm actually being stupid, but like there's no international charging fee or some shit, right?
No, my work covers me sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't have your job, bro, so I don't know if my work's covering this.
Audio covering, bro. Why didn't you call me on FaceTime audio? That would have been free.
Oh, we could do FaceTime audio. Yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I just wanted to say what's up. You can say hi to the stream.
Yeah.
They're listening to you right now.
Yeah, I'll say hi to myself and everyone else. Hi, Gabe. Hi, Bacon.
All right, dope. I'll talk to you later, bro.
I'm going to rewatch my egotistic way now and watch my voice. Good night.
Good night. Showcat's my guy, bro. He's a friend of the channel. It doesn't cost extra calling to Canada, bro. I've always been confused about that. Does it or does it not? I know with Apple, like iMessage and shit, it doesn't. But anyway, it was a good late night stream. Wow, we're ending up right on an hour. I didn't think I would do an hour today, bro, because I was so tired when I started this thing. But somehow you guys give me energy, and I keep finding a way to talk. Yeah, Gabe calls Showcat Shadowcat. It's an interesting nickname. I feel like it's racist for some reason, though. I don't know how, but I feel like it is. I'm not saying Gabe is racist. It just feels like the name is racist. Don't have TikTok, but love your Instagram new videos. They are high quality. I promise it will grow. Keep running. I appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, we're putting in a lot of work on our TikTok's doing a lot better for us. We couldn't crack 200 views on TikTok for the past like month, and now we're consistently cracking 1,200 because we kind of totally changed the format and we kind of figured something out. Instagram's a bitch though, bro. Instagram's like, we got to figure it out. It's gonna take time, but we'll figure it out. Amit lives in Cali but wears a sweater. My guy, I don't live in Cali. I live in Jersey. California is like 5,000 miles away. Are you buying more stocks tomorrow? No. No one should buy stocks tomorrow. The CPI is going to be phenomenal and the market's probably going to rally. I do not think we should do that. Can you do live CPI? I don't feel like watching Kevin stream. Yeah, but the CPI comes out like 5:30. Wait, when does CPI come out? Oh, 8:30. Oh, I could probably do that. Yeah, I could do that. So then the market open would just be 8:30 to, oh fuck no, but if it comes out at 8:30. See, but I don't want to do it at 8:30 because then the market is at 9:30. So I'd rather like live stream at 9 after or 9:15, analyze it for 15 minutes, and then do the market open. Do you really care about it live, bro? Like you're gonna see the results and then you can be like, all right, like that's if you're incoming, you're fine. Then it depends on your carrier, yeah. Damn, I thought you met up with Tom all the time. I'm buying more Palantir tomorrow under $9 or a steal. I don't know what's going on with this market, man. Maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't, but we're gonna see. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys for an hour. Being here, 60 people means the absolute world to me. Appreciate you guys so much. CPI is tomorrow, Gabe. Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. See you guys in the morning live stream tomorrow. The market close at 3:45. I think me and Tom are streaming Can You Learn to Speak My Guy at 4:30. And then I'll be doing late night stock talks tomorrow at 11 tomorrow as well, or 10:30ish. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.